Abi-issa 3-0 versus Berni Liu 4-2. So now for this fight, we abandon the novice rules and we go to advanced amateur. So we will see the ground and pound to the head. That's allowed.
Yeah, and we got Abi-issa.
Another debut here.
Yeah, coming to Azle, Texas. Mark De La Rosa, Montella De La Rosa, the coaches, two great UFC fighters. Very, very young, 19 years old. Training martial arts since 4 years old in Hapkido. So this is a kid that's been training for a really long time. Making his MMA debut on the big stage. I mean, I remember when I made my MMA debut, I was in a smoky barn somewhere in Spokane, Washington. And look at this guy. This guy's in BFL, coached by two great UFC fighters. Lives in Calgary, but had a friend that knew Mark De La Rosa, so he reached out, spends his time training in Texas, has 3 fights in the next 2 months lined up, beginning with BFL. So this is a young man that wants to stay active, obviously very passionate about the sport of mixed martial arts and wanting to make a run at it. So it all starts here tonight in BFL, boys.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, this guy's a traveler, hey? Lives in Calgary, trains in Texas, so he commutes.
He gets around.
Yeah, he commutes, and it's funny because he knew somebody that knew De La Rosa. He said, okay, well, I guess I won't train in Calgary. I'll go to Texas for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, Mark, former UFC fighter, Montana, current UFC fighter, so two incredible world-class athletes with a wealth of experience. And as we know, there's a ton of great gyms in Canada, so he's getting the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I like the part where he says he's got three fights lined up in the next 2 months, since he's taking this sport very serious.
Very active. Already the number fourth ranked welterweight in Canada. So I mean, he's not doing too bad for himself. Got a perfect record here. He's a 3-0.
No, 3-0.
Not bad.
Good start.
3-0, yeah.
And guys, very confident. He says, yeah, I'm going to light Berni up in this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to light him up. And he said to me this. He said, you know what, Craig? I am not going to look like an amateur fighter in this fight.
Yeah, I stand corrected. 3-0. BFL debut. That's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This should be interesting. 3-0 at 19. Sheesh.
Yeah. Staying active there. You've seen his opponent here coming out of Lions MMA, Berni Liu. You've seen him a few times. He's actually he was on a bit of a roll there, winning four of his last. He won 4 of his first 5 AMI fights before losing. He had a little setback, BFL 78, had a rear naked choke there, and he's only 25 years old, so these guys are still young. He's been training Muay Thai since he's 13, so he's only 25. He's got over 10 years experience. I mean, that tells you a little something too about his background and his dedication to the sport. And he's been with Lions since 2021, and he's been an athlete his whole life, and he's pretty much done every sport. And then after playing rugby, still wanted to compete, so he decided to give MMA a try, and that was the right thing, and the rest is history. And he loves it, and he's always improving all aspects of his game, and he feels that his strengths lie in his boxing and his wrestling. He puts that well together. But if in a perfect world, he's looking to keep this fight standing. He's got heavy hands, and he's excited to get in there and get back in the W column.
On the X for me.
He's got the feeling that his opponent's going to be looking to shoot on him, so he's been working on his takedown defense, and he's looking to stuff that takedown attempt and keep it on the feet and land some hands.
Yeah, this should be a really fun fight.
Yeah, both these guys are young, hungry, and like to throw down, so Berni's looking to take giving his opponent his first O on his perfect record there, which is always a nice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Berni says, you know what? I'm 25. It's my time. My opponent's 19. He can wait for his time.
That's just crazy how the sport's evolving. 3-0 at 19 years old. That's incredible. I mean, this sport's evolving at such a rapid rate. You never know. This could be the future of MMA happening right in front of us. That's the beauty in amateur mixed martial arts.
Makes me feel like a dinosaur when I interview these guys.
Oh, yeah.
I started at 29.
Yeah. I started at 20, but even then, that was kind of it's pretty young. But now it's like 20. You got a late start.
Yeah, guys, 10 years in already.
You're late to the party.
All right, here comes Berni Liu into the cage. All right, the BFL Tale of the Tape brought to you by Rockin' Cowboy Clothing, because it's better to stand out than fit in. This one, guys, even across the board, both fighters minus 127. Striking goes to Liu. Submissions to Abi-issa. Wrestling, Abi-issa, grit to slight to Abi-issa. Let's get the fighters introduced. Inside the cage we go. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is in the BFL Amateur Featherweight Division, scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner. This man has a perfect record of 3 wins, no losses. Making his first appearance inside the BFL cage, representing De La Rosa MMA in Azul, Texas, USA, by way of Calgary, Alberta. Please welcome Saeed Abi-issa. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. This man has a record of 4 wins, 2 losses. Making his second appearance inside the BFL cage, representing Lions MMA in Vancouver, BC. He is your current number 2 ranked BFL amateur featherweight fighter. Here is Berni Lou. And your man in charge of the action is John Cooper.
All right, John Cooper will referee this one for us. It is Abi-issa in the black with a little bit of yellow in whites. It is Berni Lou. He is in the black with whites. Looks like Abi-issa is going to be the taller fighter in this one. Berni Lou a little stockier. As we get set, we are off.
And this will be 5 3-minute rounds. We got a title fight on. First title fight of the night.
Right off the bat there, Lou's throwing heavy hands, throwing up his boxing skills. Nice high kick by Abi-issa.
Really nice high kick, and he masked it with that jab. Oh, what a knockout! Holy smokes!
Abi-issa with the KO, and Lou is asking the ref what just happened.
Holy smokes! Those lead-sided weapons
Clean
from Abi-issa were
Clean hook.
nasty.
Man, he rocked him with the kick and he followed up with that hook, which just knocked him right out. And
Right on the butt.
And Lou's wondering what happened, man. He's looked at the ref, but once he looks at that replay, he's gonna know that that was the right call.
When you've trained traditional martial arts growing up, your lead-side attacks are going to be your best weapons. We saw it when he masked that head kick with the jab and
Lightning
through the
fast.
hook.
Let's have a look at this
So
right
fast.
here.
So good, you gotta look at it twice.
Oh, just that. It was such a short left.
Just a check left hook.
Yeah.
That check left hook doesn't take a lot of power. You look, just clean,
Boom.
right on the chin.
Oh man,
Just right
that's-
on the
he just
chin
found the button.
and
one nice follow up for good measures. And,
Oh yeah,
that
and it was
was nice.
you know what, that was a great stoppage. It is amateur.
Wow.
He did land one
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no
hammer
doubt.
fist
That
there,
was-
but there would have been a lot more. Berni Lou was kind of wondering what was going on, like why did you stop it? Why did you stop it? But it was an excellent stop.
Dude, we have a
every time.
We have
That-
a talent on our hands. At 19 years old, 4-0, goes out there and dusts up a super tough Berni Lou in that fashion. I mean,
Yeah, he looked pretty calm and composed in there, and he clearly has the power. But that power came from proper technique, right? That was clean, just boom.
sat back on his back leg.
Nothing
just
crazy, not wild, just like picture perfect.
Those lead side weapons from Abi-issa got the job done. I am very, very impressed with this young man. The future is very, very bright for this kid. I'm now wanting to see what happens in the next 2 fights he's got lined up over the course of the next 2 months. I'll be paying attention for sure. Holy smokes.
All right, the official decision brought to you by Red One Media, Canada's top indigenous media productions. Here he is, Ryan Ventura.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Cooper is called for a stoppage at 16 seconds of the very first round. For your winner, by knockout, and your new BFL Amateur Featherweight Champion, Saeed Abi-issa.
The featherweight champion in amateur and BFL, and Saeed Abi-issa. We will be seeing you again, hopefully.
Like you said,
Mike, 2 other fights lined up in different promotions. Let's just check that replay out one more time, guys, because it was so devastating.
Yeah, take us through it, Dave.
So fast to the body there. You just check, boom. You just got a little reckless throwing heavy, and that hook just landed right on the button, put him out, hit his head, falling back. One follow-up hammer fist for good measures. Ref stepped him at the perfect time, improves to 4-0, gets the belt. I mean, that's how you make your BFL debut, folks. That was pretty.
And he didn't get to see the replay on the lead head kick, but he matched a beautiful lead head kick with a jab. It's those lead side weapons. When you've trained traditional martial arts, a lot of it comes from those lead side attacks. So I'm very interested to see what else this kid's got in the bag for sure.
Yeah, that was really nice. That head kick seemed to be partially blocked, but there was still enough oomph on it.
Oh yeah, it definitely wanted. It got Berni Lou going. It got him wanting to open up and return you. Even if you block a kick, you want to get one back, and I think that's what created the opening for him to land that beautiful check left hook.